hello. I am looking all disheveled. I just got out of the chiropractor. I'm gonna go, well, I went today and then I'm gonna go next week as well. And then I think I'm done for a while. I think I'm okay not having to get physical therapy. My hair's a mess. Yeah, so I spent about an hour and a half in there on a variety of machines to stretch my back out and to alleviate my shoulder pain. And I basically just have like an hour and a half dribble nap. You know, like when you fall asleep on the couch and you just dribble. You know, that's how I am. I always get up and I just, you know, have to like wipe my face off. So that's why I look like crap. Anyway, so now I'm gonna go get my state inspection. My sunglasses are at home, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go get my state inspection for this vehicle. So I just did the one in January for the van, and then this one is actually expiring this month, so on 3/24. So it is like March 6th. So then I have to go run another errand. Sorry, run another errand and go do that. So I am stuck behind the order of people. Like, understand how a stop sign works. I'm in a really sketch neighborhood, but it's awesome. It's like where I go to get all of my like easy mechanic stuff done and like really good like food from other countries. But it's like, it's just like, it's all just merchants and like trade skilled labor stores. So like anything and everything you want, like just down the road, if you need like electrical wires, you can go get electrical wires. I love this part of town, so I can get pretty much anything. You need a bunch of tires, you know, off the road. You can just go over to that guy's got a bunch of tires in his front yard. He's like selling them. So anyway, but yeah, it's great neighborhood. So it's Bel Air, and I think it's Bel Air and Hillcroft. Yeah, so lots of, like I said, lots of good restaurants from other countries. But yeah, it's like a little foreign land. So it's great. I've been to 89 countries, so I love being in places where it feels like other countries that I've been in. But yeah, it's all cash. You just pay a guy. Like, I needed my headlight changed, and so I took the van over to this guy down here, and he's like, yeah, just give me $10 and I'll change your headlight. So it's awesome. Lots of taco stands. Yeah, it's great. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna go over here to Take 5 and go get my my oil change done and the state inspection at the same place. And so I think next year in 2025, Texas will no longer have state inspections. So great. Can I also have my uterus back? So, I will say this in every video. I do not have a right in the state of Texas to plan my family the way that I want to plan it. And I have friends of mine, like guy friends of mine, that find it really hard to date now because they're like, well, you know, anyway, it's a mess down here. And it's an election year, so we're, you know, voting for president, which I get to do because even though I sound like this, I'm actually American. I've been American my whole life. And technically, I can run for president, which I don't want to do because I don't need all my, you know, sordid past come out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so, yeah, I can actually, I'm a natural born American citizen. I'm pretty sure that I can qualify to run for president. So, anyway, not that I will, I don't think I will. But anyway, so yeah, just gonna go down here and get my oil change. Back feels great. I'm always a little delirious after I get out of the chiropractor. I'm just like, not like, you know, inability to drive or anything, but I just like, I'm so like kind of have that euphoric, like, adrenaline rush of like, oh my god, my body is back to normal again. I mean, you should have heard how loud my back cracked when she was cracking my back. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, I mean, I think I'll go next week, and then that's it. So 2 years of physical therapy finally got me in a place where I can move and not be like dying every morning. But anyway, yeah, oh, and then I have to go to the VA. So I'm gonna go down to the VA right now. I have to go talk to my doctor about some appointments, and I think that's about it. Yeah, so I figured out, and then I have to go to the post office. So I've just got errands to run today. Taking the day off from riding my bike, which is always good. Now the other thing too, this is Bel Air. Bel Air is like predominantly the Jewish area, or a big Jewish area of Houston, and it's fantastic. So like, you have all these little pockets of like, you know, there's no zoning in Houston, so you've got all these, you know, you've got like Montrose, which is LGBTQ, you've got the Heights, which is kind of like a fake Austin, then you've got Bel Air, which is like the Jewish area, then you've got West University and Rice Village, which is kind of like the fancy place, and then you've got River Oaks and Highland Village, which is like the fancier place, and then Memorial City, which is even fancier. But in all of this entire Bel Air, the whole of Bel Air, now I lived in LA for like 10 years, And I can tell you, if you want a bagel, you can get a bagel. There is one bagel shop, and apparently it's not even kosher anymore. Like, it got de-koshered. And so there was this big scandal. I'm like, how is it that, you know, Bel Air has one bagel shop, and it's decent, but it's nothing like I had when I was in New Jersey, where one of the mountain bikers from New York, from Staten Island, he brought over a bunch of New York bagels, and they were massive. They were like the size of my head. Anyway, so I'm highly disappointed that there's only one bagel shop in this whole place, which is just like right over there. So Houston, we have a problem. But actually, if you go to the Holocaust Museum, they've got some fantastic museums here. If you go to the Holocaust Museum, which I did an episode on that, it tells the story of the Holocaust survivors that moved to Houston and kind of established themselves. So there's a lot of old money here, a lot of old money from that era, and they pretty much, you know, predominantly established here in Bel Air. So, but yeah, just a little bit of trivia there. Fantastic place though. Oh, there's tape. Like going around in circles. I'm like, where's my oil change place, people? They always love my van over here. They're like, wow, I want to get a van. I said, you can be a mobile mechanic. You can do a mobile oil change. You know, anything. It's, what is it, like everything is a hammer, or unless it's a what is it? Everything's a hammer unless it's a screwdriver, and then it's a chisel. It's like everything can be mobile. So quit your job, get a van. Okay. So speaking of that, I have to go up to the van tomorrow. Very busy day of running around while it's still kind of cool again. Okay, so let me figure out, hopefully there's a state inspection guy here, because I won't get an oil change. I'll go to the other one down by the VA if they don't have a state inspection guy. So let's see. I need a state inspection and oil change.
Go ahead, pop your hood.
Okay. My hood. I never know. I always open the gas tank because I'm like, I don't know which lever does what. Help. I'm like, oh, he's like yelling at me. He's like, move forward, lady. Okay. I'm in my little car. I'm not used to coming in here with a little car because I only get this oil change done like every 6 months. Okay. He's like yelling at me. All right.
Open up your door right here.
Okay.
You want to lock it up on me?
I don't know. I don't normally do oil changes on this very often.
No, you're okay, you're okay.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the
like,
mileage on the vehicle, ma'am?
it is 48,275.
Now we need it there. Let's turn your vehicle all the way off.
What the military discount's what, 25% or yeah? I know, it's like you guys make no money on me. I said you guys make no money off me. You pay me to come here because I get that discount. So. I was just saying, I like milk my $1 million wound. Like, trust me, I'm everywhere. I'm like, do you have a military discount, AAA discount? So, my windows are open now. Actually, it's a nice day. Sometimes I've come in here when it's been like 100 degrees, and you just sit here because you have to turn your car off and stay in your car. And I'm like, I'm dying in my car right now. So, all right, okay, hang on. That is beautiful. All right, so they've plugged this thing in to read the codes and everything, make sure that I'm legit and I can be registered. So I got my oil change done. So the next one is at 3,000 miles from now. And it was only like $80 with a 25% discount. And then the oil filter you saw was like ridiculous. And then also the state inspection. So because I'm in Harris County right now, it's actually $29 because they do, even if I went to Katy, it would be $7. But this one, for this car, I get the full $29 one, even though I don't technically have to. But I just get all the safety checks and everything because this is the car that Harriet rides in. So I want to make sure that I get like the full state inspection just to make sure the car is fine, which it is. It's, you know, it's a new car. It's only a couple years old. I have successfully passed, thank you, successfully passed my inspection. So that is errand number 2 done. And I'm gonna get out of here. So now I'm going to go the wrong way. I don't want to go this way. I'm in the wrong lane. Sorry. I mean, it is like the demolition derby driving here in Houston, unfortunately. All right, so next one is, I think I'm gonna go get a Starbucks. No, I'm just kidding. I need to be off Starbucks. I had way too many Starbucks last year, and the app was telling me, you have spent a lot of money on Starbucks. And I'm like, no. I mean, I had a blend jet, and I did have my own little like jet boil thing, but it's hard to like boil water with a gas thing in the van, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so now I am going back out of Bel Air into the 610 freeway, and I might be in rodeo traffic. Actually, I'm gonna go down and see how the traffic is. It is a Wednesday, and Wednesday, I think it's a discount price at the rodeo, but I will be at the rodeo hopefully Friday. That's my goal. So tomorrow I've got bike ride in the morning if the weather's good, and then I've got my telehealth grief counseling. Just not doing very well, so I'm just, you know, it is what it is. So I'm just, you know, pushing through that. So that's been super helpful. So I've got that at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, and then I have what else do I have? Oh, and then I have to go out and get one of my bikes. I have 6 bicycles. So I'm selling my crappy bike that I bought last minute back in 2020 when I got the chain snapped when I was riding in Alexandria, Louisiana. Beautiful wild azalea trail, like one of my favorite trails. So I was riding my mountain bike in it. I was going to do the 23-mile ride through the forest. It was going to take me like 5 hours. And about an hour in, you know, when I'm far from my vehicle, the chain snapped. And this guy just out of nowhere, Michael, like saved the day. And I had a whole video on that too. It was like, came out of nowhere, grabbed his truck. He rode back to his truck, grabbed the truck, picked me up, took me to a bike shop. And the bike shop in Alexandria was like, well, we can fix it like next Friday. I was like, no, I gotta go to like somewhere else right now. So I ended up buying a bicycle from them. Like, that was the only way. Instead of just getting a chain and doing it myself because of my wrist and everything, I couldn't do it. And I was like in the middle of nowhere. So, and it was like a holiday week or something and a Sunday. So I bought the bike from them, and then, you know, it was like a Reed mountain bike. It was like a $500 bike. And it wasn't, you know, that great, but it got the job done. So now I found someone to buy it from me, finally, and not for $500, for a significantly super deep discount. But I just need to get rid of it because it does need a new chain. The chain's rusty. It needs a new chain and tires since it's been sitting for like 4 years. So yeah, but that was fine. And then I ended up getting the other bikes that I have. Okay, so that's it. Well, thank you. All right, let me go do something else right now. All right, I'm at the VA with my solar envy. There are hundreds and hundreds of solar panels. That's exactly how many I want for my van. So, all right. Okay, so let me go in. I've got to do some admin stuff in here and pick up some things. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Then I head home and probably work on some more videos or something. I don't know. It's a beautiful day, but it's my rest day today. So just go home, watch, I don't know, YouTube or something. This is like my typical normal rest day Wednesday. Not too exciting. Captivating content, people. Actually, there's I think this is the Royal Enfield Himalaya over here. I wanted to get a motorcycle at one point. I had all the gear. Jeff and I bought all the gear, and then he got in his motorcycle crash, and so now I will never ever go back on a motorcycle. Oh, this is a Harley Davidson. Yeah, so I rode a Royal Enfield, old 1960s Royal Enfield around India when I was like 21, and that was super fun. This one over here, I don't know what one that is. Yeah, the new Royal Enfield Himalayas are really, really nice. And Itchy Boots on YouTube, the Dutch woman that's riding around the world, she actually rode through India on one of those when she had to take a break from Africa because of the rainy season. But yeah, no, I don't think I'll ever get back on a motorcycle. I've ridden quite a few motorcycles before. I even did one lap of the TT race in Isle of Man when I was there in 2019. It took like an hour and a half to go like 37 miles, and they were practicing the week before the big race. If you've never seen the TT race on YouTube, they go like 200 miles an hour, and the entire I am in the wrong place. Oh, the entire island is basically the racetrack, and it's like the most dangerous motorcycle race in the world. But yeah, so I did one lap while people were flipping me off because we were going too slow. Anyway, okay, so let me go in over here into the ER. have to go to the post office. The one by the VA is closed, so I'm going to go to this one. But I haven't been through here in quite a while. This is Herman Park. The med center is over there, a big old medical center. So yeah, they've got a little train, and they have the zoo, and then they've got the Japanese garden. I think they built a second Japanese garden, and they have a little walking trail or running trail. But yeah, Harriet and I used to come here all the time before COVID. Like on the weekends after we go to the Children's Museum, we'd come over here, and we would take the train from the Natural History Museum, where it was free to get on, and then we would get off at the main station so we didn't have to pay, and then we would go walk back to the Children's Museum, and it would be and then we'd like roll down the hill. So that was kind of our little tradition. But I've not been over here. It is hot though. It is 84 degrees, and I'm not into going outside right now. I need to go to the post office and then the British Isles to go get some more orange squash, which is like a staple of British food. So that's the zoo to my right, and I actually met a sloth back in 2019. That was pretty cool. I met Curly, and so I guess they're building a new open space here. It's nice because you can take the metro from like here to downtown and then back. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice open green space when it's not 1,000 million degrees. But yeah, Harriet and I would come over here all the time. I don't really come down here much on my own. I have been on the train. I did an episode of that when I was at the museum. But other than that, yeah, this is the Herman Park Conservatory. Well, this is fun. I'm on a quest to find a post office instead of having to drive all the way to my house, which I'm almost at my house. I'm like 10 minutes away. And there's no post office here. This is Naval Science Police Department. There is supposed to be a post office around here. I have no idea. It's like I'm on the Rice University campus, so I might as well just go 10 more minutes home. But anyway. All right, well, the door is locked. Okay, well, that's 0 for 2 on post offices. Where is it? It said it's on this street corner. I have no idea. I'm so confused. Okay, now I'm on Rice campus, so let me just go to the British Isles first. Go get my drinks. I have some friends that went to school here. I looked into it, but they didn't have a journalism program, so I was like, no thank you. And I think I can't go any further. I think I'm stuck. Yay, I've made it. All right, let me park right here. Hello, British Isles, my favorite store. Give me some British food. Oh, you know what? Easter eggs are here. Okay, I need to finish Harriet's Easter basket, so I'm gonna do that today. Good morning. I am 17 miles into my ride. I've got about 8 miles to go. So not long, maybe like 30 minutes. It is getting hot here now, and I'm going to the rodeo tomorrow. You'll see that on a different episode. But it is starting to get toasty, and it was like 68 degrees when I left my house, but it is starting to get sticky and humid. So of course I'm completely covered, so it's, you know, actually this is all very airy. You know, it's like I'm wearing the Angel Fire shirt. It's like kind of moisture wicking, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. You're still gonna melt. Anyway, so yeah, this is nice. It's a Thursday, and it's getting cloudy, so it's going to rain tomorrow, but I'm going to go over to the rodeo again. You'll see that on a different episode. The flowers are starting to bloom, which is the time of year that Texans squat in fields like they're pooping. So we like to squat next to the bluebonnets. Or the bluebells. I don't know, we call them bluebonnets in England. But yeah, so yeah, just finishing my ride, and rested yesterday because I had a bunch of stuff to do. A bunch of errands to run. I had the chiropractor, so I try not to work out on the chiropractor days because that's when they stretch my spine out. And then yeah, I think Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, my ice skate, we'll see how it goes. Now I've got the you know, punch card again for Memorial, unfortunately, although I don't like going on the weekends because public skate is pretty horrendous. But yeah, they've got all the gardeners out. See what they're doing. He keeps dumping mud on the ground, so yeah. Got all the manure. Yeah, so he like dumped all that there. I was like, thanks dude. Like right as I was like pulling up, the whole bunch of mud came off. Anyway, it doesn't matter. First world problems. All right, so I'm gonna head back. Yeah, just easy day today. I'm just home the rest of the day working on admin stuff and working on converting my company to a nonprofit. So that's exciting. So I've got an appointment for that. And yes, hopefully we can start getting some movement on all the research I've done, connecting adventure companies with organizations that have members that are, you know, combat veterans or disabled adventurers, or like people that became disabled through like accidents or war, that kind of stuff, that want to get outdoors, and just making the world more accessible. So yeah, so I mean, I've got stacks of research and all these places that want to kind of make it more accessible. So anyway, I'm going to finish not talking to myself. So anyway, these people on camera walking on my shoulder. Yeah, I was like, get off my shoulder. Ow. It's like on my shoulder. I'm just kidding. All right, I gotta go. So literally in one day, we have blue flowers. So pretty. Yeah, eventually as I ride past here, if I keep riding a few more weeks, which I don't know if that's doable, you'll see people like laying in here like promiscuously, you know, taking all their Instagram shots. You know, it's just stupid, like butt selfies. The last couple miles of my ride is in the fancy neighborhood with all the mansions, and they have the azaleas out. So in Houston every year, in River Oaks, which is this fancy place, they have the wild azalea trail. So let me get on my bike here. Oh crap. I gotta grease my chain. Anyway, but really pretty. So like lots of like old ladies will take a bus and they'll stop and they'll look at the flowers and they'll just go around all the neighborhoods. So yeah, they've all, I guess, been planted or just suddenly bloomed. I'm not sure. I don't know the vegetation schedule of the azalea flowers, but they're over there too. But yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah, the whole garden. I guess they grow here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm good at rocks. I'm not good at plants. But yeah, it's super pretty though. But yeah, all these houses, they'll open up and you can like go through and tour all the flowers. You got them everywhere. I was literally here 2 days ago. There were no flowers. And now suddenly they're all blooming. What the hell, Houston? It's like, okay. Yeah, no, super pretty. There's life everywhere, people. Oh my god. And mosquitoes soon. Yeah, it's like, oh, pretty flowers. Oh no, crap, mosquitoes.